I've been in Los Angeles for almost 2 weeks now, and I'm really craving some routine and rituals again in my life. After coming back from Spain, I feel like I've just been in this like floating transitional phase where half of my brain is still in Europe, but the physical part of me is back in LA and back in California, and there's such like a divide between where I am mentally and where I am physically. So I really need this week to just ground me into reality and ground me back into routine, and hopefully I'll feel a lot better. Right now I'm about to head out and go to a coffee shop, and then today I also want to go for a run and just get back into the habit of running. I really like to run and just like use that time to think. It's kind of like a shower where it's just like this time where you're not doing anything else besides one activity. And so all I'm doing is running, and I kind of just like to use my mental capacity to think things through and kind of just like thought process a lot of stuff. I got some dates with me to fuel my run, and I'm running by the beach, so it's going to be very pretty, and I feel so grateful to be running by the beach and to be back in Southern California. I genuinely cannot believe how gorgeous it is here. I'm like in shock. Wow. Scene change. I'm at Sophie and Bree's apartment, and we are gonna make a nice homemade meal.
Spicy green frigola with salty yolk.
The last time we cooked together, we cooked Stanley Tucci's zucchini pasta. We were there in the kitchen for hours. And like all the zucchini shrunk. The effort was not worth the reward, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So this seems low effort and it seems really delicious. We are about to head out and I will see you at the store.
Yay!
Yay! Bye, Dexter. We just finished preparing our dish. It looks very interesting and I'm very curious to see what it tastes like. Cheers! Mmm!
Oh!
Well, it's delicious! It tastes so good. We actually did kill it.
I honestly thought it was gonna taste like really strange.
I don't talk like this.
No, it's okay.
I just updated my Goodreads because I have finished 3 books since my last update and it felt like I was long overdue to leave some reviews. The first one was Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. The author is an Indigenous woman who talks about Indigenous wisdom and all of the learnings and teachings that plants offer us. I feel like the person I was when I started this book is truly different than who I am now because I feel like I have such a deeper appreciation for nature and for plants. Then I read The Gold-Rimmed Spectacles by Giorgio Bassani. The book is about a doctor who arrives to a small town in Italy and he pays this guy to be his lover, but then the lover outs him. And so I thought it was going to be like a queer, heartbreaking love story, but it ended up being a lot more political than I thought. It mainly talked about anti-Semitism in Italy in the late 1930s, and it was kind of comparing being Jewish at that time with being gay. And I thought that was a very interesting comparison to make. The last book I read recently, which is the book I finished today and that I've been talking about for like way too long, but it is Antes de que se enfríe el café. It's a Japanese book and it's a magical realism book that talks about a coffee shop that has this chair. And whoever sits in the chair can transport in time to the past or to the future. And it follows these like 4 different stories of different people that have sat in the chair. And it is so heartbreaking. It is so beautiful. But yeah, these are the books I read recently. And next, what am I gonna read? I haven't read Pride and Prejudice yet. And I haven't read The Burgess Boys by Elizabeth Strout. And I also haven't read some books over here. I'm laying out outfits on my bed because tomorrow I have a photo shoot, which is really random, but my friend Bree, she's a photographer, and she's doing a photo shoot for this caviar brand, and she wants me and some other people to model. So I'm trying to pick out an outfit that's giving caviar, but it's like a less like snobby kind of caviar. It's like more of a caviar on the go, caviar in like a fun communal way and less in like a high-end way. So I'm playing around with some outfit ideas, but I'm honestly really excited because this is my first ever like professional photo shoot and I have no idea what to expect. I just pulled up the call sheet on my computer and it's so crazy. Like, it's so detailed. They even have the weather on it. I'm so excited.
I'm into that.
Hi.
Girls, but relax.
I love you so much.
Wait,
I love you so much.
Hey, sit down. Hey. 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 Sit down.
Oh my goodness.
You need to not get.
Wait, is yours off?
Wait, no.